Hey there, guys. Welcome back to Get Going Fast, where you are definitely going to be learning something today. So, when you're trying to start your application and it blinks on, it blinks off real fast, and you can't see what the problem is, we are going to look at that today. I'm going to give you two ways to deal with that. One is a real simple way, and the other is a little bit more of a technical way, and they're both fantastic. So, hang in there and let's figure out how to do this together. Yo. Okay, so let's say we're trying to run one of our apps, and like over here, you go click your run, and it goes like this. We go, all right, we're all ready to go, and it pops up. Hey, what happened? It popped up, it popped down. Why is that doing that, right? Can't figure it out. I can't see anything. It's opening and it closing too fast, which of course, for a lot of us means we're screwed because you don't know what to do. Okay, we're gonna do a couple things. First of all, the reason that that's happening is because there's an error in that file. It's going through each thing, it's getting an error, and then it's just exiting. It's just saying hit the error, and then it's closing that window. Since that window is a temporary window, it just opens up a temporary window to run it. Once it exits out, the temporary window closes it. So we need to find a way to keep that on screen, okay? So first thing we're going to do is we can just run this in the command line, all right? And then that way, there's no temporary window to close. We run it in a permanent window, and then it'll stay open. Now, a couple ways we can do this. On some of your computers, especially if you run in Windows 11, you can just right-click, and you'll see an option here that says Open in Terminal, okay? If you see that, open it up, and notice we are now in that folder, okay? So that's one way to do this. And then what we can do here is we can go back. Well, we can either type the full name of the file in. So click to run comfy. Or we can just go over here, right click on it, click rename, and then just copy it. Just hit Control C or go over here and hit copy and paste it in there. Now when we run it, you're going to see it comes up and it errors out, but it doesn't kick us off. So it says, oh, CDD is not recognized as an internal external command. Okay. So that means something's not working, okay? So if we go back here, we could edit this file and we'll see, oh, look at, there's an extra D in there that shouldn't be there. Get rid of it. Okay, we fixed it. Now if we go ahead and run our app, notice it ain't going to close out. Now, that's just a simple thing that I did there to show you a simple error. But a lot of times, obviously, you're running stuff and there's something it'll say something about your torch or something about conda is missing or you don't have git or your Python. So it's all the same concept, though. At least that way you can figure out what the issue is. Now, if we go back over to here and you don't have the ability to right click, what we can do is up here in your Windows thing up here, just click it and notice it's going to bring up the location of that folder. So mine's under E, staging, comfy test. So I'll just highlight it and copy it. Then what I can do is click on my Windows key here, and I can just type in the word CMD, and it's going to open up a command prompt. Now, when it opens up a command prompt, notice it's going to open me up in my users folder, okay? I need, obviously, to get over to the E drive. So if I just type in that, it's not going to work. So for my sake, I would have to navigate there. I'd type in E with a colon. So now it takes me over there. Oh, look, it already got me there. But if I was here, I could just paste that in. I could say CD for change directory. There we are. Now, same thing as before. I'll go over here. I just click to rename it, copy it, paste it into there. Same thing. Now I have the error showing up. I can figure out what's going on. I can throw this into ChatGPT, whatever, and we'll get it sorted out. Okay, so easy peasy stuff there. Again, the key point there is that when you just click a file, it opens a temporary file. Okay. When it errors out, that temporary file, that temporary window closes. If we go over to and create a stable version of a window. Then when we run it in there, even though it errors out, it'll stay open. Okay. Now I'm going to show you another way that you can do this in code, which actually is more of a robust way, and this is a little bit more of an advanced way for you guys that want a little bit more of an advanced route. So let's look at that now. All right, with this other way, what we're going to do is we're going to actually go into our code. So let's say the code here is this, the click to run. Okay, we're going to open that up into our app, and now into our notepad. Now looking at this, the answer is pretty obvious what's going on here. Okay, but we're going to pretend like this is more complicated. So what we're going to do is we're going to put in some programming stuff in here so that it keeps it from just shutting down, right? Because when we shut it, it closes. I don't want that. So here's I'm going to show you where the code is so you can follow along. Go over to my website, which is cognibuild.ai. When you get there, click on the blog button. Now you're going to see a post here that says stop at bat files from closing on error. Okay, click that, and you're going to see here some code that we're going to copy. So let's just grab all of this, and I will just copy that, go back over to your notepad, and I'm going to explain each step. Now what I'm going to do is I'm just going to put this down here. Okay, and we're going to remove this, but I'm going to explain it first. What we're doing here is we're basically creating a function. We're creating like a go-to point. So we're creating a place in the code that's called ERR. All right. So now what we can do is we can have some Python command. If it doesn't work, we'll have it go to this error and we'll have it run this code. So what I'm going to do is these are, I think, called pipelines. So what I'm going to do is let's go up here. This is where the error is, right? But let's put up here and we're going to say, do this command. And then we're going to put these two pipelines. They're just above, you have to hold down the shift button and they're just above the enter key. Put two of those. Those basically mean or. So try to do this thing on the left or do this thing on the right. And the thing on the right is go to ERR. So if the thing on the left fails, then do this. Okay, so I'm going to get rid of this, and what I can do is I can copy these and let's put them on all of these things. So we're calling our virtual environment. If it doesn't work, go to the error thing. We're going to call Python main.py. If it doesn't work, go to the ER thing. All right, and what this is going to do is it's going to stop it from freaking out, because what it's going to do is it's going to create this echo dot, means create a blank spot. Notice the dot is right next to the O. If I did that, it would actually output a period, but this just means create a blank line. Then it's going to say error, something failed. It's going to give the exit code, and then it's going to pause. This is the key thing here. So we're going to go ahead and save this. Okay, we can go back to our file explorer, and this time when we run this thing, you are going to notice that, let's go back to here. You're going to notice that the window doesn't pop out. So it's going to throw an error. Oh, there it is. So it wants to exit, but notice it says press any key to continue. There we go. CDD is not recognized as an internal or external command. Oh, that was the problem. Okay. Now if I press any key, it errors. Let's say we fix it. But let's say there's another error in here. Let's say the error's there. Okay, well, let's go ahead and run this again. I can go through this. If you go to error, activate, something failed. So you can look through here and you go, oh, well, there's the problem right there. Can't find the path. Well, that's because that path doesn't exist. I made the error. But because I have this in here, I can actually see what's going on. So now I can go back here. I can fix this. Okay, and now it'll run. But let's go back to the way it was, just so again I can show you what happens without it. So again, just remind you, if we click this, oh, there it goes. It opens and it closes. But once we put this all in here, then it runs, but it stays open. and then you can find your error, sort out the issue, and be done with it. All right, so that was a real quick one there. I'm certain you learned something there. Very important to get this going. Save you a ton of frustration. So let me know how that goes for you. I look forward to talking with you in the future. And as usual, be good to yourself, be good to the to others, and I guess we'll see you on the other side. Yo.